Two Marlins. This one might be familiar to you. I've done a video on this guy. This one, haven't done a video on him yet, but both of these are in need of some maintenance, some parts restructuring. Let's get into it. Mill Serp Garage. All right, we got the Marlins here. These guys are like family. So what do we got here? We have the M1. We have the model 99 M1, 1967 vintage. We have the Marlin 989 M2, 1966 vintage. The only difference between these guys is we have a detachable mag here, and we have the tube magazine here. These are both the rifles that emulate the M1 carbine look with the top wood like this. Beautiful. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in here. We're going to do a little buffer replacement on both of these. Both of these guys need buffers. What happens to these buffers are, I got them here. This is what basically what your buffer is bound to look like when you get in here if this thing hasn't been serviced in a while, or if you buy it and it's been sitting for a while and you shoot it, you're going to break this apart. These things become brittle. It's going to turn into trash. That's what's going to happen to it. Guaranteed. You could buy these guys. They have a new style and an old style. I happen to have one of the new styles here because I did that SB, the stainless steel. I had to do the buffer in there. So there's a cutoff year. I forget what it is. But if you look on eBay, they have two. So there's this guy. It's all in the size of this pin. These are the new style, has this larger pin, and the older style, you see how it's a smaller pin. These older ones will be the smaller pin. I have two of them here. Guy on eBay sells two, set of two, perfect. So there's a little bit of a history. Of course, there's always a history, especially with me. So this guy, when I bought it, it had a buffer in it. I shot it. I heard something rattling around. I knew that the buffer broke. I knew I needed to replace it. I kind of shuttled it away. I knew I would get to it one day. This guy, recent acquisition, went to take it apart to see if the newer buffer that I had, the buffer that I had, would fit in there because this buffer was shattered, and had been a little out of practice with these Marlins and made the big mistake that everybody makes. Not everybody, the idiots. I'm an idiot. I took it apart without capturing the hammer spring. We'll take a look. I'll show you that in a bit. It flew apart. I lost the hammer strut bridge. Here's a picture of the hammer strut bridge. This is the part. You can't find it anywhere. Luckily, I would never have posted this up there. Said I was looking for one because everybody that was looking for one, must be a million people looking for one of these. I found one. It was the last one available at this one company. I bought it. It arrived. It's here. That's got to go in here because of me, because of my mistake. It's here in the shop somewhere. If I find that other one, I'll put it up on like on the channel, like the first guy to guess something. I'll make like a, what do you call it, like a contest, you know what I mean? And I'll give it away to the first guy that proves he needs it. He's gonna have to send a photo. He's gonna have to do a YouTube video of what his rifle looks like missing the part. And this guy just needs the buffer. So what are we gonna do first? Let's do just the guy that needs the buffer. And again, there's a million of these videos out there on YouTube on how to do these buffers. I'm sure it's going to be tough for me to beat them. I'll tell you, it's not like it's like some kind of competition. I'll throw in the towel right now. These videos are going to be better than mine. What's one guy actually had one posted up here? What's this guy's? Cumberland Outdoorsman. The name of the video, if you want to search for it, is Marlin Model 60, 99, 795, 989, trigger action and buffer service. That's his video. I got it pulled up here just so I have a picture. I paused it on a picture of the action, like just sitting there. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Buckle yourself in. This is going to be one of those videos. You know what I mean? Let's get this in here. Let's get this propped. This is what we need. All right. Little loose. That's where we're going, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting right from the get-go. I think this is the screwdriver we need. Okay. Let's get started. Now this company, here's what I'm going to do. I'm bumping into you already. Here's what I'm going to do. I got to get my, this will probably help you too. I'm going to get my headlamp on. I noticed this is a great, for the over 50 guys out there. I hate to date myself, but, you know, you lose a lot of the younger subscribers when you do that. I had to spend a minimum of like $10 or something, and that hammer strut bridge was only $4. So on the other rifle, these two screws were chewed up, I noticed. And also, let me get I don't have anything ready. I'm a mess. And this screw was destroyed. The head of it, screw slot, was nasty. So I just bought those to replace those with nice looking ones. Figuring I got to spend something. You know what I mean? If they would have had 3 hammer strut bridges, I would have bought 3 of those. Seeing how everyone seems to be looking for one of those. Top wood. There we go. Let's just take this off completely so it's not banging around. Let's go upside down now. We got to go different screws. Let's go with this. Let's go with this, and we'll go with this. Could have at least had the bits ready, right? Ooh, that was snug. Unusually snug. Sometimes, you know, you tighten it in one season, and it takes on a whole different character in another season. You know, if it gets hot, if it gets cold. So you always got to take it easy with those, you know, those bolts that run into the action down the stock like that. You don't want to go too crazy. Go trap shooting, and you'd be surprised how things swell when they get hot or contract or all kinds of nonsense. So let's see, can we get that screw out of there? It's not quite ready to go. There it is. And that's what we're looking for. Awkward. Wood with a sling attached is awkward. So yeah, here's what we're looking at. There's our buffer right there. That's the buffer. Here's that's the hammer strut bridge right there. That's on this one, it's fine. I've been in here. I think I vaguely remember that I took this apart once. I don't know, maybe not. Now these older ones, they have these 2 screws on either side that you loosen. Well, there's 1 screw on either side that you loosen. And then this kind of like pops out of here. It's like just a plastic plug that pops out of there. And then this will just raise right up out of here. This is what we want. The rest of this is all clean. When I was looking at it the other day, I got in there, I cleaned it all out. Trust me, like I said, there's a million videos out there. Go crazy. You can do whatever you need to do as far as maintenance. This is what we're looking at here. Now, when you look at these things, here's where the problems arise, right? Let me get my parameters here. Let me see where. All right, if I put it right there, I guess that's enough. We don't need to zoom any further than that, so we have a little bit of movement space. So when you look at this, you say, you think you could just push these pins out, like each thing is on a pin that you push out or whatever. It doesn't work that way. This whole unit here, these posts are like riveted in. They're in there permanently. And on this side, they're C-clips, and just that's this whole part on the top, this part of the frame will just lift right off. So you have to disengage certain stuff here. So you do want to make sure that the hammer is up like this. So you can, if the hammer is still cocked, you can hit this right here and you could lower it. Don't let this snap hard. It just slipped off my finger a little bit. It almost hit hard. It didn't, but it almost did. Don't let it do that. But before you do that, here's the trick. This is what you have to do with the hammer. You have to take, I think I have one right here. Yeah, how convenient. You take a piece of paper clip. Use a full paper clip. I just have one of these. This isn't the only gun that does this, so I have a few of these. Kind of loop this in here. Kind of needs a different shape for this gun. It needs a smaller loop. There we go. So you get it in there. And then you release this with this like this. And it won't fly apart now. By the moment of truth comes, this is holding it all together, and it'll hold it, it'll keep it right there. They put that hole in there just for that. And then what else? Then I think there's this spring. I think we have to move this spring off the side there. I think. We don't have to remove this. So I don't know, we could have just left that, I think. And then there's another spring down there. I don't remember where it goes. I don't know if you just push it through. No, I feel like I need to watch one of those dang YouTube videos. I definitely got this information from somebody on a YouTube video. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I think that just gets pushed straight through, but I'm not sure. I wonder what would happen if I just left it like that. Maybe it would just stay. Well, we see where it goes. Let's just try this. So these C-clips now, you have to be really careful with these guys. These things vanish. These things have a way of disappearing. So you want to just kind of be like, I broke that immediately. You want to just kind of slide them off. There's one. Let's rotate this. Or will this rotate? There we go. There's two. So remember where they go. They go here and here. I'm going to take them off. I'm going to put them right up here on the top of my table. I'm not even going to put them in a box. They just disappear. It's a contrasting color up there. I'm going to put them up there. All right. Now, I think we did it all. I think this should just come off without anything flying apart. I'm thinking. I'm hoping. This plate should just come right off. Yeah, this spring right here is tensioning. I'm not sure where it's supposed to go. I'm not sure of how I'm supposed to relax it. Forgot where the guy put it. I think he just moved it underneath somehow, but I don't know how to do that. See if this just comes off without anything flying. Hope so. What about this guy right here? No, that's in a hole. That should be okay. Let's get the buffer ready. Goes like this. Goes on like that. All right. We're there. We're off. Let me just now that that's apart, we get an opportunity to really give that a good wipe down. All right. Now we want to take this off. Put that on. That's what we want to do, and we want to go right back on again. Are we in? Looks like we're in. Not quite on over here. That's supposed to move up and down like that? Why is that not locked in? Oh, it's on the bottom like what goes in. All right, I see. Oh, okay, that's spring. This spring fell down. I should have left that where it was. This spring fell down. Let's get that back up onto there again. Now I should get it in. Get it all together. Rocking back and forth over here. Something over here is not. Oh, there we go. It just fell into place. You just got to play with it, you know? Just got to really knock around with it. That's good. Now these, let's get these back. This is where you have to be really careful. They fly away. Nice. That's on there. Number 2. Make sure those are on. Make sure they're in the little slot. We're good. Looking good. Now we cock the hammer back. And there we go. Buffer replaced. So the only difference with the other one is going to be, it doesn't have this because this is the, magazine tube thing. Is going to be like a magazine kind of attachment here. And I think the ejector, this is the ejector. This wire you got to be careful with because this is what catches the round. I don't think it moved. It looks like it's in the same spot. That's what catches the empty case to kick it out. It's like a little bit of a feed ramp here. You could give that a little bit of a polish at this point. Here's the lifter. So it's going to be a little bit different. There's no lifter. There's no lift. This whole mechanism is the magazine. It's going to be a little simpler, but it's this hammer strut back here is going to be missing. So that's where we're going to have to get in. So let's reassemble. Let's Here's the rest of the broken buffer. So this was the one that had fallen apart. This is that's the rest of it. Is that, or is that from the other gun? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I forgot already. Getting my Marlins mixed up. Alrighty. 20 minutes we're at. 20 minutes. Let's get any finger oils off of here. Now for this, we want to definitely pull the magazine tube out so that the follower here isn't sticking out. That's what that is, the follower. And I think, so be careful with wiping with that wire. That's not just some spring wire that holds them in. That's the ejector. You want to be careful with that. We hook it under here, and yep, there we go. It went right in. So let's just put this plastic plug across here. While we're here, hope you're not distracted by the headlamp. And then we tighten these down. Then we can actually check it. Just give a little snug there. Give a little snug there. Don't go crazy here. A little tighter there. You'll feel it stop. Don't push from where it stops. It's gonna tell you when it's tight. You know, when it's where it's supposed to be. Oh, look at that. That feels good. See, these things, they're cushy. See how they're a little cushy? They're not like rock hard like those. Maybe the originals were not rock hard like that. Maybe they were originally soft. But that's probably going to last like that a long time now. Let's drop it in the wood. This is simple. Come on. We've all been here. Do I have to get the... I don't think I need those things. Let's just rock and roll. We could do this together. I don't even think I need to change bits here. This one I could use here. Let's just get this located. Let's not nail it down just yet. Let's just make sure we're in the right spot. I believe we are. Now, this guy with his bit. And again, this is don't kill this one. Look at this screw head. It's terrible. I did not do that, but this is what happens. I don't know what people think. It's a 22. It's not gonna like grenade if it's not tightened down with all your strength. You just need to snug these. And the worst that it's going to do is loosen up. It's not like it's holding the explosion in when you pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Just one other quick little there we go. That's enough. Top wood. Let's do the barrel band first. I like to know that it's located in place a little bit when I put those top ones in. Barrel band screw. These don't need to be replaced. These are in decent shape. It's the other one. The other rifle had really bad looking ones, so it's nice. We had to spend a little bit. There's a little bit of extra money we had to just spend, so it's nice that they had those. I looked at the rifle. I said, "Well, what else do I need?" And I'm like, "Well, there you go." Those kind of look like somebody took them apart with a jackhammer. So let's just do those. So it'll look nice. I can see with the headlamp. See, there's a lot of videos on doing these buffers, but I don't know if anybody ever did a video on how to do the M1 and the M2, like the magazine fed version and the tube fed version in one video. Listen to that. That's the sound of a buffer replaced. Let's switch them up. Here's the 989. 989 M2, baby. Let's get the mag out. Let's get the screw tray a little out of the way. There we go. So here we are again. Trying to remember which one it is. It's this one. Wrong screwdriver though. Let's start right back. See, this is where, see how it's a little chewed up? And those guys in there, they're a little chewed up. So it's good. We'll have an opportunity to replace them. Barrel band first. This is going to be a little weird though because we have the hammer strut missing. So I don't know what's going to be in store for us as far as, well, this barrel band is yeah, this one was pretty new, you know, like this rifle was in really good shape. Look at the wood on it. I haven't even officially done the video on this rifle yet. I'm doing this repair before doing the actual feature video. So I'm going to use a even better bit when I put these back on. Oof, I'm just glad that slides out underneath the scope. And yeah, these are going to be the screws I replace. Where'd the other one go? There it is. All right, that goes there, that goes there. And the main screw. Where's that big bit? Is this good? No, that's not it. Where's the big bit? What happened to the big bit? Oh, it's on the other screwdriver. What happened to the other screwdriver? Okay, we lost the screwdriver in the middle of the video. It's gone. Oh, it's in the tray. Put those in there. That in there. Here we go. Let me check this. I want to check this bit because this one is mint. No good. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going fatter. Going wider. I'm going fatter. I like that. That I like right there. This might be tight. Looks like these get tight. No, this one's not bad. Okay. Boom. It should just come right out. Oh, we didn't take the backs. Could have sworn I took that out. I didn't take that out. I could have sworn I took that out. I couldn't figure out which one it was. It's definitely this one. Let's use the bit. All I need to do is use the bit. Are you with me? I don't even know if I'm on a camera. At this point, this is guerrilla gunsmithing right here. That's what this is. Guerrilla gunsmithing. Well, by the way, YouTube moderators, hi guys. If you're listening, this is just routine maintenance. Whenever I do videos like this, they demonetize it, and then demonetize. Don't be like, "Oh, stop being so greedy." Doesn't have anything to do with the money. Trust me. This is not my source of income. Okay. It demonetizing. All I care about is exposure. I want people to see these videos. I want to get out there. I want to be a star. I want Milsurp Garage to be. I want at least 100,000 subscribers. I want that silver plaque with the mirror and the YouTube symbol. Congratulations, Milsurp Garage, on your 100,000 subscribers. That I want. And when you get demonetized, what happens is YouTube is not making revenue on your video because it's demonetized. So they don't really proliferate it. They don't spread it around, in other words. You know what I mean? It's not like they're recommending your video to a bunch of people when they're not making money on it. And you get demonetized when How do you get this out? That side unscrews. What is this side? How does this side come out? Is this unscrewed too? Or looks like it was just a cap that unscrewed out of this one. This actually has threads? I didn't think so. So then how do I... Is it tensioned or something? I'm trying to just push the screw out this way. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why didn't it work the first time? Weird. Okay. And we lift this out. Once again, these don't have to come all the way out, right? No, these just need to come out just like the other one, just enough to come out. Out and under. Maybe not. Look, it doesn't. This one is different. This one is different. It doesn't slide out from under. I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, they're just screwed in. You have to take these all the way out. Okay. So that's the difference in between 66 and 67 even. There's some differences. Or maybe it's the magazine one. Maybe because it's a magazine, they wanted this screwed in tighter because you're slamming the magazines in and out. I mean, who knows? So again, the receiver, do your maintenance on there with the bolt and everything. That's not a big deal. The spring comes out, it gets pulled right out. Okay, here we're gonna do a little bit more work. Let me get the parts. Let me zoom in. Let me see what's going on. Might be missing one of those C-clips right here. Yeah, there is. There's one missing. It's supposed to go there. And I don't have any of those. I wish I had a bunch of those. I'd put one on. And I have to find one. I have to get a bunch of those and do that. But this is the wrong size buffer. And when I went to take this apart, it didn't have that on it, I promise. I didn't lose it then. This is where the hammer strut, that piece that goes across, flew off. So what do I have in here? I have, again, the spring that goes on here. Here's the hammer strut. This is what it looks like. That's what the part looks like. Well, that's what the part is. And then here's those screws. We'll put it back together with these. I'll put them up there for now so I don't forget. And again, we just have to make sure there's no other springs tensioned. So what do we got here? What do we got here that's tensioned that's going to fly apart? Well, what we're going to need to do is, I'll tell you right away, this strut, we could see that the strut has a mark. This is a used one. You could see the spring mark on this side. So we know it goes on this side. So it goes like this, and then it has to clear. It has to clear this part that's fulcrumed right down here. It has to clear that. So that's where the relief would be. So it would go like this. So what we need to do is we need to put this in here and hook it like this. This is how it's orientated. We need to capture it like this outside. Okay, got it. So when we get this apart, we just lower this down. We just have to like snap that into place when we put it together. Now, the buffer. Here's the buffer. Let's get that ready. And now here's the hammer. The hammer is just floating around because, so let's release it though into the up position so we'll be able to get that into place. Now I think there's just two springs here that we might have to pop out. It's bothering me that that doesn't have a C-clip. I wish I had one of those. I wouldn't even know what size to get. So I think I think this comes out of here. And I guess this guy comes out of here. All right. Looks like that might fall out completely. This spring might fall out completely. If it does, I have to remember how that's orientated. That one can hang out right there. And let's see if this just hangs out right there. Oh. It fell out, right? It wants to fall out. Let's just leave it right there and see if it stays. There we go. Not bad. That looks like everything. Nothing else is tension. And that needs to go right in there. Okay, so let's push out this C-clip. I should go look around, like in my, like hardware jars, and just see if there's one of those knocking around. Gotta be really careful with this guy, because there's only one holding everything together. Boy, okay. I think I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna get it on top of it right here. There we go. All right. Let's get this on the side. Now, once again, should I do it this way or should I do it this way? Let's do it like this. It's better. Okay, clean this off. Just want to get it back together first without the hammer strut. All right, now I could flip it around like that to better see what's going on with this. All right. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing cohesion. Where did that come from? Why is this part flopping around now? That was up there. What is this? was what the C-clip was on. All right. I didn't know that was holding together. Did I take off the wrong side? All right. I know what to do though. All is not lost. Stick with me here. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. We're losing it. It's all coming apart. All right. That stays there. Man. Whew. It's mostly there. It's mostly there. That needs to go through. All right. All right. Oh my God, what the hell? How did the whole thing fall apart like that? All right. We're back. Goes in there. How am I going to get this apart again? Right, because that fell off. So it fell off of there. This has to go back behind here. Okay. I lost it. I lost it. I lost it.
It's over. Nothing is over.
All right. I had to bail. I totally lost it. I completely lost control of the part. Everything came apart. Everything went everywhere. It was over. So I really needed to sit down. Believe me, you didn't want to sit with me through that. Some of you diehards, the hardcore may have wanted to, but it took like about 45 minutes to get it all back together. I had to actually go on my phone, which I do these videos on my phone. So I had to go back. I had to use the phone to go back. I might have stayed with you, but I had to go back to look at where I was at, to look at what was going on, to put it back together. And I did. I got it all back. I got the springs back. Let me zoom in. Not only that, I had like 10 minutes to spare to jet to the nearest hardware store. There's a really good hardware store close to me. It's like, that's not like, like a Home Depot. It's actually like a, family owned hardware store. And I know this guy has everything. So I looked online and I saw that these C clips, get them out on a piece of paper so I'm not losing. There should be 5 of them here. These C clips are 3/32. I took a quick look online. I saw that these are 3/32, so I got 5 of them. I'm pretty sure these will be the right size. Let's see, am I in the right spot here? So the reason why I want to get these is because there's so many missing. So I got to be really careful now. I'm so glad to get this back together. There's one missing here. There's 2 missing here. So there's really nothing holding this together. This C clip was not the C clip to take out, by the way. Don't follow what I did. This one holds that in. These would have been the ones to take out to lift this off. Forget it. That's a nightmare. What I did was a nightmare. Let's see if these are the right size. It does look great. And then if I get all of these in, I'll feel comfortable taking that. Yeah, that's it. Then I'll feel comfortable taking the paper clip out of that hammer strut, but not until then. Otherwise, the whole thing will fly apart. And then I know the company I got it from. Like I said, I got the last one. I know they don't have another one. And I couldn't find one anywhere. You guys, if someone's like looking for one of those, they're going to be like, what? Who had it? There we go. So that's all the C clips back in place. Now I feel pretty confident to relax this and take this off. So now it should click into place. This should trip it. Yep. And then I think this is what gets hit to trip it. Does that work? Maybe you have to just take a little pressure off of it. Yeah. Boy, I sure hope it's together right. And then this is a little loose here, but those screws should hold it together. That should be what those screw. That's why those are screw in like that. Let's I got 2 extras here. What am I gonna do with those? Let's put them back in the bag. And let's retape that. So I'm just going to tape over this to make sure they don't escape. I think Lola's hungry. And then let's get this in here. And then these 3 screws that I'm not going to be reusing. Put those in here as well. And let's label this. There we go. And this is in my way. Okay. Done. Nice. Well, there's only one way. I'm definitely procrastinating. There's only one way to find out if everything went back together right. I know I got it back together, but that doesn't mean anything. Did you get it back together right? All right. Well, this lines up. That's one good sign. Okay. So we got one of these in here. It's not the right bit. This is the right bit. I mean, this is the right bit. Sorry. All right. And if I remember, that just went through. This was over here. Let's get a little grippy over here. Nice. Can we tell now? No, we can't tell if the trigger works, but that buffer feels nice. Oh, yeah. And everything there looks okay. Everything's still in place. Springs are in. Everything looks good. All right. Let's try it. Got a little worried right there. I gotta be honest with you. Thought maybe I orientated the magazine housing wrong. That was really such a nightmare that I could barely believe that it's really over. You know what I'm saying? When that came apart, it just gets to a point where you're just like, I lost it. That's it. I lost it. You know, in Deliverance, when he's playing the guitar and the guy's playing the banjo and they're dueling back and forth, sort of, and then the guy with the guitar at some point just goes like, I'm lost. He just stops playing and goes, I'm lost. That was me. I just threw my hands up. I was like, that's it. I lost it. I got lost. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. That's what you want to hear. That's right. I'm dry firing it. I mean, how else am I going to find out if it's working? Now all I got to do is find the magazine. What did I do with the magazine? I'll be darned if I know where that is. Did I put it in the... yeah, of course. Well, I didn't put the handguard on either, of course. I got to finish the job. So make sure the magazine clicks into place right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And now the new screws. Let's get the new screws in action. Okay. This would have had to go on first. Not a big deal. This is kind of might just be the easiest sling to take apart. It's just kind of held together with one of these. I don't know how secure that is, but it's not from that freaking Davy Crockett over here. You know what I mean? And here it is. Here's the brand new screw for there. Now, I want to make sure I'm using the proper bits for this. I think maybe this would be good for here. Let me get really close. Let me look really close. Yeah, that looks good. I'll just do that by hand, actually. All the way down. Oh, yeah. And now, the teeniest bump with this screwdriver. That's it. Now, what about these guys? Let's fit them. This screw head? No, not even close. I think this guy might be good, actually. Yeah, that feels great. Let's use the long one. And let's get these screws in there. One in there. Yeah, this wood really does look nice. One in there. What's up, Lo? I know you're ready for your dinner, right? You're getting pissed. And we're going to call that successful. There we are. Oh, the paperclip broke. Imagine that. It broke just undoing it. Imagine it would have snapped while it was in there, supposedly holding everything shut. Woof. One more just to be sure. And that feels great. That feels like it's going to set off a 22 round. Headlamp over. Ladies and gentlemen, success. So here they are. Lola, I'm coming. I got your food on the way. Neglecting the dog. The Marlin 99, Model 99 M1, 989 M2. Both buffered, back in action, hammer strut bridges in place, ready to rock. Thanks for tuning in. Never a dull moment. See you all later.